Thank you, Aishwarya, for having this discussion on our manifesto and also highlighting some of the Modi ki guarantee. Some numbers are mentioned also, and I would like to remind you that anything that which is in our Sankalp Patra will be fulfilled. It has always been the case. BJP's manifesto is taken very seriously. So the promises given in the manifesto are taken up seriously. Much thought goes into it. Much before we put it out, and then we speak about it. So yes, we are conscious of the numbers that we've given there and we will fulfill them. नहीं, ये तो बिना पढ़े, बिना समझे मोदी के गारंटी मैनिफेस्टो में जो लिखा है उसको बिना समझे कमेंट्स दे रहे हैं. We have very clearly said India's industry will move to 4.0 phase on the back of several steps that have been taken in the years between 2019 and 24, such as giving emphasis for artificial intelligence, setting up new centers of excellence, such as making sure the 6G capability is brought in India and it will be completely indigenous. 5G being successfully rolled out in this country. Also looking at the Anusandhan Kosh that we have promised with 1 lakh crores kept as corpus so that it can be used by let's say special purpose vehicle which will promote a lot of innovation which have high risks. So when the government is taking these measures, industry will stand to benefit, and therefore Industry 4.0 will be realized. We will be using a lot of artificial intelligence. We will be using a lot of tools which can be generated from something similar to the ChatGPT, the generative AI, and so on. So government has invested in it. We've created centers of excellence. So it will be easy for the industry to transition into Industry 4.0. Because we have done that work, the complete transition of industry into 4.0 is now possible. So if they don't understand that these are work continuing to give that advantage to the Indian industry and very easily and lazily throw this allegation that all this is already there. Sorry, please understand the way in which this is progressing. No, I wish you understand this. It is not freebie. Aishwarya, I am getting very disturbed with this echo, but I will continue. This is not a freebie. It is not a freebie. I want to just take a minute to explain. This was even put in the vote on account budget which was presented on 1st February 2024. The vote on account budget specifically spoke on this particular scheme, which is where individuals can have rooftop solar panels established, and for which there will be assistance given through the banks and so on, and the government will also support the scheme. There, when they invest the money and have that rooftop on the top with big subsidy given by the center and from some states which also have the subsidy. Yeah. So Aishwarya, it is without understanding what has been said there to very quickly jump into the fray and say it is a freebie. Certainly Prime Minister Modi does not believe in freebie, and this scheme is very well designed in such a way that through some subsidy, viability gap funding and bank assistance, people will be allowed and also enabled to establish rooftop solar panels. And once they do that, up to 300 units of free power can be given to them, and they will generate enough power, and the surplus power over and above their utilization after they consume over and above what they consume, the power can be linked to the grids and thereby they can also earn money out of it. So when you look at this free power scheme, it is a very beautifully tailored scheme wherein eventually really you will get free power, but you're also producing power to be able to sell it onto the grid. So in a way, the country's transition towards renewable energy will be with people's participation, and the people will benefit out of getting free power as much as they produce more power to sell onto the grids. There is a difference therefore. First of all, I'm glad opposition is saying that there are particular specific items which is now including more and more sections of our society. We very clearly have placed the pillars, the 4 pillars, the Garib, the Annadata, the Nari and the Yuva as the 4 pillars, which will include so many sections, meaning so many different castes and everybody else. So nobody is really going to be ignored or bypassed. But even as we say that, we have made sure that we are including specific sections which need that kind of extra attention. We are reassuring that the Kisan Samman Nidhi will continue. वो जारी रहेगा. किसान के लिए सम्मान निधि जो प्रधानमंत्री जी सालाना 6,000 देते हैं वो जारी रहेगा. गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना जारी रहेगा, जिससे गरीब को मुफ्त दान मिलता है, चावल मिलता है, गेहूं मिलता है, उसमें अन्न मिलता है, इसीलिए वो भी 5 साल के लिए वो कंटिन्यू होगा, जारी होगा. इसके अलावा ये बात भी हम रख रहे हैं कि सीनियर सिटीजन्स को आयुष्मान भारत का मतलब 70 इयर्स एंड अबव सिटीजन्स को उसमें we are not going to be looking for only those below the poverty level, those who are in lower middle income bracket. We are not looking at that. We are saying everybody at 70 and above will get covered under the Ayushman Bharat scheme, which means senior citizens every year for 5 lakh of rupees will get treatment paperless and cashless. So this is something which is going to be an addition onto the existing Ayushman Bharat. Similarly, Lakpati Didi, which has had great resonance in the villages. I've just been to Tamil Nadu in some of the rural areas. Women are so happy. You can see that glimmer in their eyes saying, never before have we had this kind of a treatment given to us. Women being chosen by the SHG groups, and they are being given all kinds of training so that they can earn their own living. 1 lakh of rupees is in the rural India some recognized amount for people to be assured that this government is taking care of them. Aishwarya, I just want to put 2 things from manifestos of earlier era of BJP. It was in Palampur that we had said Article 370 will be removed. You saw that happening. So even if it's a long drawn for whatever reason, Sri Ram Mandir, I'm sorry, Ram Mandir will be built, that's been fulfilled. So even if it is a long drawn process because of either going to the courts or the system takes its own time in some cases, we fulfill the promise given even if it was some years ago. Similarly, the one big signature of this Prime Minister Modi's government has been, we lay the foundation, we also inaugurate it. So we do something, we say something in the manifesto, we bring that project in and we fully also implement it. So you can be sure that anything said in the manifesto is something which we take up in earnestness right immediately after the government gets formed, and we in all probability within the 5 years fulfill it. So in that category comes this as well.